Hey guys, welcome back, it's TheCardists, and in today's deck review, I'm reviewing the Antler playing cards. Now this is the hunter green colour, there is also a maroon colour as well, so it's basically a burgundy. It's an air cushion finish. It was actually brought up by Dan and Dave, and you can pick this up from Art of Play and Dan and Dave really. Now it kind of looks a little bit like the Smoke and Mirrors, just a tiny bit. It's like it has inklings, but it's not like got anything to do with the Smoke and Mirrors as well. Also it was designed by Tom Lane, and he is the designer, and it's actually inspired by Northern America, so it's by like the bendy roads and the wild, basically the wild forests and etc. really. And what I like about this is it's a really detailed deck, because compared to some of the other decks that a lot of companies are bringing out, this one is one that's kind of got to do with them. So as you can see, it has Antler there, and it has playing cards, very detailed tuck case, really nice green. It's not too bright, not too dark, so it makes it a really nice colour that they've done. It has playing cards, and it has a Buck there, and it says Buck Twins, so Dan and Dave Buck, so Buck Twins. As you can see, they use their surname in this as well. You can see it has a really nice kind of paisley design that kind of has the contrast of the green that really makes it stand out, and even the colour and the typography on this is beautiful. On the other side, you can see it has gentleman playing cards. So it says gentleman playing cards with like a little foil going around there with a nice kind of pattern that we saw around it, the paisley kind of design. It's all embossed on the side and around the tuck case. On the other side it has Dan and Dave, okay, approved, and then it has a nice artwork there. You can see it has like a music bar barcode, and then you can see it has Dan and Dave in a really eye-catching design, and then it has some information there at the bottom. On the top it has designed by Tom Lane, that is a designer there, and it has the nice artwork just going around. Then the back design itself, you can see you have two bucks, so Buck Twins, and it has Buck Twins, the same pattern that goes around the whole deck with a green border with like a little gold border in the inner side. Even when you pop the tab, it's white inside. Would have been nice if they continue with the green, but it does say made in the USA just there. Now you get the deck out itself, and what I really like about this deck is the cards and the colouring. Now you can see the colouring reminds me of like the Erdnase deck, because it's quite a nice colour that they've used. It's just right. So you can see it has a white border, not too thin, not too thick, and it has the bucks just there. Mirrored back means you can flip it over and it means there's no difference. So that's really cool. You can see it has the paisley design going around with a buck there, so it really reminds you of like Northern America, and that's what I really dig. Then you can see you actually receive two extra cards. You receive a double backup that's also useful for Magic, and then you receive a blank card. Now this is really useful because it can make many possibilities just because of that one card, and I've got to say that is quite decent of them to add that in. Then you receive the two jokers. Now it doesn't actually say Joker, it has Buck, and you can see this is like the maroon colour, this is the colour of the deck, then this is obviously the green colour to the deck, and it's like the green, the maroon, or we can do whatever, it's the hunter green as they call it. But they've got the hunter green colour here, and then the red and the maroon. It has Antler playing cards, Dan and Dave, and then you can see it says designed by Tom Lane there as well. So really just two really nice little jokers there. Then you get the Ace of Spades, and you can see the Ace of Spades, it's fully custom. It has the normal bicycle pips just there, but the Ace is just wow. The amount of detail that's just in that, you can see all it is just a buck, just with its I'm trying to think what it's called, on the wall, and it has established in 1984, and you can see the scroll work that goes on just from the antlers is ridiculous. Now the pips going the way through have got like a bit of a curve to them. They're a little bit different, as you can see. They're like the, I'm trying to think what they're called, the 125 years faces, or the Hoyle. Then you get the Jack, Queen, King, and as you can see with the Jack, Queen, King, they look very happy. Really nice dark colours, the green, the maroon colour, really nice dark colours that suit the deck. And even with the hearts, they're not like a bright red, they're more like a dark burgundy. So even for the royalty, they're quite dark colours, very satirized. With the clubs as well, you can see they're exactly the same as the spades, excuse me, but with the clubs you can see they're a bit chunkier, and even with the diamonds as well. Now this deck itself is a really decent deck, even for the handling part. I've got to say that this deck really has a nice handling, and it's not too thick and not too thin. So to do like just a spring and dribbles with this deck is really easy, and I've got to say that this deck is really kind of comfortable in the hand. You can see that it has no issues with the handling side of the deck, but why would it? Dan and Dave don't tend to make decks that would, you know, be rubbish in the way. You can see fans do look nice, even when you do a Pharaoh. It is very easy, but it is an air cushion finish basically. Really nice, and just doing a giant fan also looks really nice with the colour contrast. Would be really interesting to see if you had green, red, the maroon, see what that would make out of it. But doing a lot of things with this deck, it has no issues, and even just doing card reductions is easy, and even just doing a double lift and say a colour change as well. Why would it have any issues there? But changing it to the 7 to the 9 isn't very colour changing. But all round, it's a very nice deck. Now, saying if you want to do flourishes, I'm not the best at flourishes, but I am trying to learn. You can see that it is kind of a deck that will stand out. Not saying it won't, but I would say that there's obviously a lot better people that can do better flourishes than me. But cutting as well, and spreading, it has no issues. But definitely worth picking this deck up from Art of Play, link in the description below. What did you guys think of the deck? Comment down below what your opinion of this deck is. Let me know. That's it, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you give the video a big old like to show support to the channel. Make sure if you're coming to the Magic Gathering, let me know. I'm really excited to meet you all. Make sure you're out there. 10 o'clock outside Davenport's Magic. I'm going to be there. So's Andrew with his brand new tattoo. So that's it, guys. Have a great day. Make sure you click the previous video, subscribe, and check out my new channel, The Movieist, for movie reviews once or twice a week. I look forward to seeing you there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.